Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I am your host, Jenny. Today, we're kicking off with some market news. Hong Kong stocks paused their impressive 5-day rally, with the Hang Seng Index dropping 0.6%. Despite this dip, optimism remains high as trade talks between China and the US are still ongoing, keeping investors cautiously hopeful. Plus, mainland Chinese markets saw slight declines too, but the overall vibe is still hopeful for a near-term deal. Next up, in a move to boost safety and efficiency, Hong Kong police plan to roll out facial recognition technology in over 6,000 CCTV cameras by the end of this year. This upgrade will help police identify suspects and missing persons instantly, making investigations faster and more effective. It's all part of their smart surveillance system expansion, connecting with other government agencies' footage for a comprehensive security network. And finally, a new adventure is blooming in Okinawa. Junglia Okinawa, a jungle-themed amusement park, just opened on July 25, offering over 40 attractions like dinosaur adventures and high-energy rides amidst lush greenery. With support from local authorities and the Japanese government, it aims to attract tourists from all over Asia, boosting regional tourism and creating new jobs. Please continue to watch for more details. According to South China Morning Post, the Hong Kong stock market experienced a brief pause after a remarkable 5-day rally that brought the Hang Seng Index to its highest point in over 3 years. This downturn came just before critical trade negotiations between China and the US, which are expected to extend a tentative 90-day deal reached earlier in April. The market's recent surge, with nearly a 30% gain this year, was driven by easing fears about US tariffs and their potential to hamper global growth. Major tech giants like Alibaba and Tencent saw modest declines, reflecting investor caution ahead of the third round of tariff talks. Meanwhile, on the international front, the US has successfully negotiated a lower-than-expected tariff rate with Japan and is close to reaching a deal with the European Union, further easing trade tensions. The biotech sector also made headlines with Nanjing Lead's biolab soaring 120% on its Hong Kong debut, highlighting the region's growing appeal despite mixed performances across other Asian markets, which mostly edged lower. Nikkei Asia reports that Hong Kong is ramping up its surveillance capabilities with the imminent deployment of facial recognition technology across its police force. As early as the end of this year, the force plans to integrate facial recognition into existing CCTV systems, aiming to enhance real-time suspect and missing person identification. Senior Superintendent Eric Leung revealed that over 3,000 cameras have already been installed across the city, with plans to expand to around 6,000 by 2027, including mobile cameras mounted on patrol cars equipped with license plate recognition. These mobile units will serve multiple functions, from monitoring traffic and disaster response to aiding criminal pursuits. The police are also working on linking their systems with other government agencies' CCTV footage to streamline investigations, a process expected to take several years due to technical challenges. The new technology promises faster, more efficient law enforcement, although privacy considerations remain a concern as authorities prepare to upgrade their systems and expand surveillance infrastructure. Nikkei Asia also highlights the grand opening of Junglia Okinawa, a sprawling jungle-themed amusement park in southern Japan, part of the country's broader push to revitalize tourism post-pandemic. Located on a converted golf course, the park spans 60 hectares and features over 40 attractions, including dinosaur adventures and high-energy rides amid lush subtropical scenery. The Japanese government and local officials see Junglia as a catalyst for regional development, especially in northern Okinawa, aiming to diversify tourism beyond beaches and aquariums. Despite stiff competition from new regional theme parks like Legoland Shanghai, the park aims to attract both domestic and international visitors, especially from Asia, as Japan's tourism industry rebounds strongly thanks to a weaker yen and increased air routes. To boost accessibility, Junglia has adopted a dual pricing system, charging foreign visitors more, and plans to expand its facilities, including spa services. While some tourists have expressed concerns about the intense summer heat and lack of shade, the park's opening marks a significant step in Okinawa's economic and tourism development, with hopes of generating ripple effects across local hospitality, transportation, and retail sectors. South China Morning Post highlights the deep-rooted history and cultural ties between Hong Kong and Vietnam, emphasizing how the city has served primarily as a transit hub for Vietnamese refugees fleeing war and upheaval since 1975. Despite the relatively small Vietnamese population today, estimated at around 12,000, the influence of Vietnamese culture persists through its cuisine, which is celebrated for its nuance, resilience, and vibrant flavors. Pioneering restaurateurs like Raymond Wong and Kenny Tse have dedicated themselves to preserving authenticity by importing ingredients directly from Vietnam and sourcing regional specialties, showcasing dishes such as pho, bun cha, and banh mi that reflect the country's regional diversity. These efforts are complemented by innovative local chefs like Kay Mai and Louis Dai, who emphasize traditional flavors and meticulous preparation, and by young entrepreneurs like Kiki Fung, who bring Vietnamese street food to Hong Kong's bustling districts with a modern twist, emphasizing quality and authenticity over mere affordability. The South China Morning Post also explores Hong Kong's burgeoning Vietnamese food scene, which is evolving from its early days of limited authentic options into a vibrant culinary landscape that values genuine flavors and culinary craftsmanship. Chefs and restaurateurs are increasingly committed to sourcing ingredients from Vietnam and maintaining traditional cooking techniques, such as making banh mi bread in-house and preparing broths from scratch. The city's Vietnamese eateries now serve a range of regional dishes, from the traditional bun cha of Hanoi to the spicy, fresh flavors of southern Vietnam, reflecting a broader appreciation for the country's culinary diversity. This movement is driven by a new generation of chefs and food lovers who see Vietnamese cuisine as more than just comfort food. It is a cultural expression that deserves respect and authenticity, elevating the city's food scene and offering locals and visitors an immersive taste of Vietnam's rich culinary heritage. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post reports on the global spectacle of football stars and legendary clubs descending on Hong Kong for the football festival, including Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and AC Milan. The event promises electrifying matchups, such as the historic 2005 Champions League final rematch between Liverpool and Milan, alongside the North London Derby featuring Arsenal and Tottenham. Each team brings a roster of star players and new signings, with Liverpool undergoing a summer overhaul, adding high-profile talents like Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong to bolster their squad. AC Milan, despite a challenging season, hopes that the return of coach Massimiliano Allegri and new signings will reignite their fortunes. The festival's star-studded lineups and historic rivalries captivate football fans, making Hong Kong a vibrant hub for international sports entertainment and a showcase of the city's ability to host world-class events that unite fans from across the globe. South China Morning Post vividly captures the enchanting world of high jewelry collections for 2025, showcasing how top maisons like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Bulgari are transporting clients to celestial and natural realms through their breathtaking creations. The collections draw inspiration from the stars, sea, and the delicate beauty of nature, with pieces that feature extraordinary gemstones such as sapphires, tourmalines, and diamonds, masterfully carved and set to evoke movement and life. For instance, Chaumet's Jewels by Nature collection in Marbella celebrates the organic forms of plants and landscapes, while Cartier's Stockholm-based Inequilibre collection explores the harmony between tradition and innovation, exemplified by a snow leopard necklace adorned with diamonds and onyx. Chanel's Reach for the Stars collection pays homage to celestial motifs like comets and wings, capturing the ethereal spirit of the stars, whereas Tiffany's Sea of Wonder collection delves into the ocean's mysteries with whimsical designs inspired by Jean Schlumberger's oceanic fascination. Bulgari's polychroma collection bursts with vibrant colors and bold, sculptural pieces, including a stunning 123.35-carat sapphire necklace, exemplifying the boldness and vibrancy that define high jeweller's allure in 2025. The Sydney Morning Herald highlights Collingwood's evolving reputation as a hub of cool, with a focus on its historic properties and burgeoning real estate scene. The once iconic Smith Street, a symbol of Melbourne's street style, is now being overshadowed by Northcote's High Street, yet Collingwood's heritage remains fiercely relevant. Old textile warehouses along Easy Street and Sackville Street, purchased in the early 1970s for modest sums, are now valued at millions, reflecting the area's gentrification and cultural cachet. These properties, part of a fund supporting refugee and immigrant students, symbolize the neighborhood's rich history and ongoing transformation. Meanwhile, the commercial landscape is shifting as investors target the CBD's skyline, with a notable sale of 31 Queen Street at a significant discount from pre-pandemic prices, signaling a resilient market eager for bargains. The report also spotlights a prime development opportunity on High Street, where a large building housing a gym and retail spaces is poised for redevelopment amid the Strip's vibrant retail scene, with vacancy rates as low as 2.3%. East Melbourne's historic Melbourne IVF building, bought by a private investor for around $13.5 million, exemplifies the continued interest in properties with heritage value, while Growthpoint Properties' industrial portfolio at Melbourne Airport underscores the sector's strength, attracting tenants like Australia Post and Laminex. Overall, the report paints a picture of a dynamic property market, balancing heritage, innovation, and investment opportunities in Melbourne's diverse neighborhoods. The Independent reports Arsenal's strategic move to strengthen their squad by signing Christian Mosquera from Valencia, marking their fifth summer acquisition and bringing their total expenditure close to £140 million. The young Colombian defender, aged 21, is celebrated for his versatility and experience in La Liga, having played 41 matches last season. His arrival signifies the club's ambition under new sporting director Andrea Berta and manager Mikel Arteta, who is eager to secure their first Premier League title in over 2 decades. Mosquera's signing complements the club's existing investments in players like Martin Zubimendi and Noni Madueke, along with contract extensions for key players Gabriel and Ethan Nwaneri, as Arsenal prepares for a competitive season and continues to bolster their defense with promising talent. South China Morning Post highlights Hong Kong's potential to emerge as a pivotal green financial hub, leveraging its strengths amid China's leadership in green technology and the expansive Greater Bay Area. Jeffrey Sachs emphasizes that Hong Kong, with its advanced bond markets and sustainable finance initiatives, can serve as a vital bridge connecting global investors with China's green innovations, positioning itself as the world's premier green finance center. The article underscores Hong Kong's recent strides in sustainable bond issuance and green taxonomy frameworks, which bolster its ambitions. Sachs also contrasts the Greater Bay Area with Silicon Valley, emphasizing its larger population, integrated economic landscape, and capacity for manufacturing and finance, asserting that Hong Kong's role in internationalizing the renminbi and fostering digital currency adoption could reshape global trade and finance, especially amidst geopolitical tensions. South China Morning Post delves into the cultural soft power of China through the viral success of Labubu, a quirky plush doll that has captivated global markets and boosted Chinese exports. Created by designer Kazing Lung, Labubu's ugly cute appeal and surprise unboxing experience have propelled it to international fame, with sales reaching nearly $423 million last year and rare dolls fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. This phenomenon exemplifies China's organic cultural export, subtly shifting global perceptions amid ongoing geopolitical distrust. While some critics argue that Labubu's apolitical branding allows it to bypass negative stereotypes of China, others worry that its success may be co-opted for political purposes. Nonetheless, the doll's popularity signifies China's evolving soft power strategy, favoring grassroots cultural phenomena over top-down influence campaigns, and reflects a broader effort to reshape its international image through engaging, non-political avenues. South China Morning Post reports on the ongoing debate surrounding Hong Kong's public toilet regulations, highlighting a landmark High Court ruling that challenged the traditional gender-segregated system. The court's decision, which was suspended for a year, acknowledged that the existing law from the 1960s infringed upon the rights of transgender individuals, particularly a transgender man named K, who argued that criminalizing access to facilities matching his gender identity violated his constitutional rights to privacy and equality. The government is now contemplating an appeal and is studying legal opinions, emphasizing that the current segregated system aims to protect public safety and privacy, a stance widely accepted by society. Advocacy groups like Cork's HK see the ruling as a step toward legislative reform on gender identity issues, urging the government to address the legal vacuum that perpetuates discrimination against the transgender community. The same publication also covers the concerning decline in Hong Kong's birth rate, with expert opinions linking the trend to societal and technological shifts. Lawmaker William Wong Kam Fai attributes part of the problem to the rise of obedient and caring AI virtual partners, which provide emotional companionship without the complexities of human relationships, thus discouraging marriage and childbirth. Wong advocates for educational reforms and economic incentives, such as lowering income thresholds for public housing, to make family life more appealing. Despite government efforts, including a $20,000 handout for newborns, birth numbers remain stubbornly low, with recent figures indicating a continued decline. Officials like Secretary Chris Sun Yukon emphasize respecting personal choices regarding childbearing while acknowledging the broader challenge shared by other developed regions. Meanwhile, Liverpool's pre-season training in Hong Kong is spotlighted for its vibrant atmosphere and the concerns raised by players about the playing surface at Kai Tak Stadium. Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk expressed worries over the uneven, discolored pitch, hoping it would improve before their match against AC Milan. The team's arrival was marked by the surprise appearance of new signing Hugo Ekitike, who was warmly welcomed by fans and teammates alike. The players appreciated the stadium's size and the enthusiastic support, with Frimpong noting the air conditioning as a helpful feature amid the humid conditions. The training session was a lively spectacle, with the team engaging in intense drills and friendly competition, all under the emotional backdrop of paying tribute to recently deceased teammate Diogo Jota. Van Dijk's leadership and the club's efforts to adapt to Hong Kong's environment underscore the global reach and emotional resonance of this football tour. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Great dragon wakes ancient streets, leading change with modern beats. Cities rise and towers peak, new dawn breaking bold and sleek. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all in play, future shines brighter every day. Great dragon roar, change the cars marching strong with mighty force. Whoa. New era, new wave, fast-paced day, history made in full display. Politicians make their plea, voices ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold, but minds explore. East meets west and knowledge door. Complex world they navigate, China's power demonstrates. From the Great Wall to Shanghai, progress moves as kites fly high. Tech and trade, it's all the play. Future shines brighter every day. Great dragon roars, change the course. Marching strong with mighty force. New era, new way, fast-paced day. History made in bold display. Politicians make their plea. Voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace. Ambitions, their growth and peace. New era, new way, fast-paced day. History made in bold display. History made in bold display. Politicians make their plea. Voices blend in harmony. Policies for growth and peace. Ambitions never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold but minds explore, East meets West at knowledge door. Complex world they navigate, China's power never cease. Dreams of silk and digital, bridging gaps from old to new. Fortunes build and bonds renew, nations strengthen, bold review. Traditions hold